Hi everyone, today I wanted to talk to you about an alternative to tags called custom list views. Right now we are in the opportunities section of your account. If I expand our right-hand toolbar here, I notice that you have several tags added along the right-hand side. So another way to go ahead and organize different types of opportunities would be to create some custom list views for yourself. Let's take this very first tag as an example. This 01CT tag is telling us that we are looking at opportunities in the Atlanta, Georgia sales territory with the CT category. Another way to go about that would be to click on this gear icon in the top right and add a new list view. We can call it the same thing, 01CT, or we can call it something like Atlanta, Georgia, CT. However you want to label it. Now whenever you're creating these views, you can choose to have them as private for yourself or public to everyone. Use your best judgment. In this case, we're not narrowing it down to opportunities that are just assigned to me. So maybe in this scenario, it does make sense to make this as a public view. But if you were creating one that really only applied to you, make sure to save that as private so that you don't end up with a long list of list views, the same way we've ended up with a long list of tags. Now once you're done, just go ahead and hit save here. The first thing we're going to notice right off the bat is that the name of our view now appears in the top left corner. From here, what we can do is we can start to customize our view. Now that it's been applied, if we go back to that same gear icon in the top right, you have several customization options here. For example, you can choose your columns, meaning you're not stuck with the columns we give you across the top here. You can actually choose which columns you want to appear on the page. There are also different ways to group together those columns by certain criteria. If you change your mind and you want to change your sharing settings from public to private or vice versa, you can change that here. You can rename your view. You can clone it if you want to create almost an identical view, but maybe with a few small changes. You can delete your views from here, and finally you can add additional custom list views. Now, one other area would be the option to filter in this view. So I'm going to click on this funnel icon, which opens up an area to the left where I can add in some filters. Right now we're looking at all opportunities. I want to narrow it down for this view where I'm only looking at opportunities in the Atlanta, Georgia sales territory with a category of CT. So those are two filters that I need to add. I'm going to click on Add a Filter Row. The first one I said was based on the sales territory, so I'm going to find that field. I'm going to say equals to, and I'm going to choose my Atlanta, Georgia sales territory. This is a multi-select drop-down, so if you wanted to sort based on multiple territories, you have that option here as well. All right, that's been added. Now I need to add a secondary filter row. I'm going to separate it with an and because I need both of these to be true. And I'm going to say that the category equals to CT and add that in. Great, so now I can see that that has really narrowed down my results. Now, whenever I want to view my Atlanta, Georgia opportunities with the CT category, rather than having to come over here and choose my tag and also remembering to having to remember to add that tag to every new opportunity I add, meeting these criteria, all I have to do is come in here, find my view, and I can easily toggle back and forth between different filtered lists. If I come in here and make changes, those changes will always be remembered. So again, whenever I enter into this view, I'm always looking at the most up-to-date version of this view. So again, if tomorrow I add another opportunity in the sales territory of Atlanta, Georgia with the category of CT, I don't have to remember to add a tag. Just by those two criteria alone, that opportunity would automatically appear in this list. So a good piece of homework for all of you would be to think about different types of views that would be helpful for you in your day-to-day that you want to easily be able to toggle back and forth between. Get those added for yourself and organize this list of options for you here. The last thing, today we used opportunities as our example, but that same functionality is available for your tasks, contacts, organizations, leads, and projects. So you can use the functionality for all of your main object types in Insightly as well. Thank you.